Hey everyone, so this is going to be a fast video, just sort of talking about this Klein individual who happens to be all over the alternative media all of a sudden. And it's mainly because he's the Mideast chief for Breitbart News. Now, when you want to be as objective as you can about an issue, you tend to get people who are interested in the subject, but really don't have any confirmation bias. As hard as that may sound and as hard as that may be to actually achieve, you try to pursue that as much as you can, right? So for instance, if you live in 1940s Germany, you're not going to go to Molotov, the foreign minister of the Soviet Union, and ask him what he thinks about your country, right? Would that make any sense? You maybe want to go some other random country, Luxembourg or something, and maybe get the average opinions over there, even though they may not know the situation and they may be just as brainwashed as anyone else. But you try to get somebody who doesn't have a dog in the fight, so to say, right? So why would you have a Jewish supremacist report on the Middle East? Think about that. Just think about how ironic that is, how absolutely absurd that is. It's a joke. It's just like having Jared Kushner as what is he, the Middle Eastern negotiator, or whatever his title is? A Jewish supremacist? Come on, really? That's just another one of those coincidences, right? And like I said, he was all over the alternative media. He was on Alex Jones' team twice. And what was he promoting on there? That, oh, once we get Jerusalem as the capital, you know, this may be a sign of everlasting peace in the area. Really? Is anybody dense enough besides Alex Jones fans and the average brainwashed idiot Zionist out there? Does anybody really believe that? Because we have their plans. We have people going out and saying what they want to achieve. I made a video of an Orthodox Jewish rabbi saying Hebron was part of the Jewish supremacist Israel. That eventually they were going to take it over. That it's their land. All of it's their land. But they want to persuade you that, oh no, we just want Jerusalem as our capital. That's all. And then no more. Look at the history of Israel. Has that ever happened? Look at how long it took for them to withdraw from Lebanon or from parts of Syria. I mean, they're still occupying the Golan Heights in Syria. I mean, really. But anyways, so I just wanted to point this out for you. And this obviously shows that Breitbart News is a total Jewish supremacist organization. I mean, what a joke. It's objective. Yeah, come on. Let's be serious here. So yeah, I just wanted to share those few things with you. You can check out the Alex Jones video. I don't know if he has a shorter clip, but I know it's in his full show from a couple days ago that this guy was on here. And yeah, it's absolutely absurd considering he contends that, yeah, and I found this so funny that he contends that, oh, I have people who disagree about everything on this show. I try to bring in all the different opinions. Really? Have you brought in somebody who talks like me? Because there are people out there. There are people who are actually famous, who write books, talk exactly like me. I mean, even though I disagree with David Duke on a lot of things, he was on the show one time. And what happened? Alex Jones censored that video. He doesn't have it on his channel. You have to go to other people who mirrored it. How absurd is that? But yet again, it seems to be like the same cyclical cycle that we keep going through. It's just a different aesthetic look, if you think about it that way. We have the distractions in our country. Hey, pay attention to this. Pay attention to terrorist attacks. While they're over there, doing what they want, taking whatever they want, galvanizing the poor Palestinians to try to defend themselves even though they can't. Imagine that. Imagine you were back in middle school or high school. And now imagine there's this guy who's small, probably about your size, can't really fight, and all he does is talk trash to you, make fun of you, belittle you. And then anytime you try to respond and try to say, hey, you want to settle this now? I don't know what your problem is, but let's settle this now. He gets his 6'6", 250-pound friend to come over and beat you up every time. That's exactly the situation that's going on in Palestine right now. We have the big bully, the United States. And anytime they're going to respond, we're going to support Israel. We're going to give them arms. We're going to give them subsidies. We already give them subsidies every year. Billions of dollars. And then we sell them cheap weapons. All those F-16s that they're flying around came from us. Imagine that. In any sort of paradigm or moral code, is that right? Think about that. Of course not. And that's why this situation is so depressing. Because unless we do a complete 180 on our support, it's going to stay like this for a while. And it's sad. But yeah, I just wanted to address this certain Jewish supremacist individual and throw a couple other things in there, you know. Look him up, and total propagandist, was on Alex Jones. I mean, Alex has basically admitted he's a total Zionist shill. And it's funny because he says, oh, you use these big words like shill all the time, and like I'm a shill. Alex, you just admitted you're a shill. Do you even know what a shill means? That means you advocate for something. You're a Jewish supremacist advocate. You say that land belongs to the Jews, unconditionally, eternally. That's being a shill. Look it up. And that's it. Let me add just one more thing really fast, too. If you didn't notice about Jonestein and even David Duke, and they all have a script that they read off. When you're going on a diatribe, like I do, you don't mispronounce words that you know. Think about that. When you're just off the cusp, just improvising and sitting here talking like I do every show, you'll see that I pronounce the words correctly and I sound like I actually know what they mean. Not like it was pre-written for me, or I sat down and Googled some words to make the statements actually seem more intelligent than they actually are. Everybody does that, it seems like. Jones does it all the time. All the time. You can tell it's totally scripted. Totally scripted. But anyways, I digress. Yet again. So thank you guys for all your support. You know, like I always say, I'm not an arbiter like David Duke. I will never tell you that I'm 100% right. Just check out all the things that I'm saying, and if you agree, you agree. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. So thank you guys.